Welcome to the Wild Type Podcast. I'm Lyssa Lizards.
I'm Neptune and Chameleon.
And we're your Dino Girlies.
I feel like my paper's getting in the way, guys, but we have notes.
We have notes, and we apologize in advance for the unusual external noises.
If it sounds like there's like a humming from perhaps a battery-operated fan.
That is because if you are not watching or listening to this on YouTube, you should probably do so, because we are in full-blown dinosaur costumes for Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Or Halloweek. That's a thing.
Yeah, Halloweek. Exactly.
Okay, wait. I think I have to... 1 second, guys. I don't think I have my... Oh, I am on Do Not Disturb. Okay.
Okay.
Phew. We're a little out of our usual groove.
We're out of our element.
Obvious reasons.
Yes.
Okay, I think we have to address the dinosaur in the room.
Yes.
And talk through... I can't even see you.
I can't even see you. We can usually see each other. This is so weird.
I feel like I'm just staring at a wall, talking. It's like we're talking on the phone, kind of.
Yes, honestly, that's exactly what this is, which we still do a lot, so.
Okay, I was saying, though, addressing the dinosaur in the room,
yes.
Of how we got these costumes in the first place.
We literally were, because, okay, we are notoriously, you girlies know this, we are notoriously bad about remembering, like, costumes or, but we recently did confetti for our 100th episode.
We're on it.
We are on it. So we are in full costume today for Halloween. So we apologize to your ears in advance if you hear us squeaking around.
Kind of like, the humming is kind of therapeutic, though.
I mean, I feel like it's definitely got an ASMR aspect, right?
The crinkly costume, not so much.
Yeah,
though.
not so much.
We're trying hard not to move.
My knees are squished together and I cannot move them. So this is going to be a novelty episode, fam.
Yes. So if you guys want even more adorable dino content, be sure to check us out on social, because we just spent, an hour?
Literally an hour. So obviously, you guys know I'm throwing a big Halloween party, and I go big on the decor. So we currently have my little outdoor cemetery in our front yard. And so we just kind of went a little hard on making a bunch of social content in the cemetery.
Us do Thriller?
Yes.
In these costumes?
Yes.
Harlem Shake?
Yes.
In these costumes?
I also might have twerked with my dino butt, so that is also fun.
Yes, so check those out if you haven't already. Also, one thing that neither of us have yet are our Halloween nails.
Yes.
So you will see those in November.
Yes, this was filmed early October, so we are not rocking them just yet.
Was it October 3rd?
Yes, it is October 3rd.
Happy
Mean Girls Day, everybody.
We were very ahead of the game, so which means we will be getting our Halloween nails in the next week.
Yes.
Which means you guys will see them in the November episode.
Yes. So we're really sorry that we weren't on top of that. We were on top of the costumes. We were not on top of the nails quickly enough.
No. No. But both of our nails are really cool now, so I feel like we're holding out.
We are, and mine are semi-spooky still. I've got, some snakes and some moons and all that good stuff, so... We tried.
We'll also give you a debrief on her Halloween party.
Yes.
Which will probably come out, I'm doing the math in my head, at like the end of November.
Yeah. We're about 3 weeks ahead right now, guys.
Yeah. Which is really great for our sanity.
Yes, very good for the sanity.
Means things aren't necessarily timely with the holidays.
Yes. So bear with us, but we hope you enjoy our lovely costumes today.
Yes. I was thinking about wearing these to the office. Because I'm like, well, we have them now. But I was like, I can't work in this.
No, you couldn't. We can barely sit here and talk.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely could not. Imagine trying to, like, tippy tap on your computer.
No, I'd be on Zoom.
Yeah.
And all you
my
see
gosh,
is
no.
a dino
No,
head.
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'll come with a different costume.
Ridiculous. Well,
go
so
ahead.
I was just going to move into our first topic of the day, which is kind of, it's a little serious, but it's also very spooky.
It's spooky. We try to do like on
theme.
Yes.
So we've got a spooky topic for the day, but it is also kind of a serious topic because it does involve, grief, and we've done a whole grief episode, so make sure you check that out. But we all go through a time where we lose our pets, and that is like nobody understands it more than we do. It is so hard, and we get it. But there's some really cool ways that you can memorialize your pets that are very spooky. And so that is what we wanted to discuss today.
I realize you're talking with your hands.
Yes.
And I'm not.
Oh.
Because I wouldn't be too crinkly.
Oh.
I don't know how you managed to do that.
I don't know, but I have one hand moving, and I'm a hand talker, that's for sure.
I know, this is very hard for me to not
I'm so sorry.
But I'm doing it for your ears.
We are so limited today, you guys.
For obvious reasons.
It's for the bit, okay? It was for the bit.
So we want to talk about different ways you can kind of memorialize and honor your pets.
Yeah.
One thing we really wanted to make sure we discussed was skeletal articulation, which is what you did with Barney. And I know you've done videos. Mm-hmm. They're quite old now at this point. You'd have to do some serious scrolling.
Yes.
But maybe we can start there and kind of like talk through your experience and like how you landed on that.
Yeah, so for me, I knew, obviously, when you eventually have a pet who is a little bit more elderly, you obviously know when the time is kind of coming, at least like kind of within a year or so. And so that time had started to come for Barney with me right around the time that we were going to Animal Con in 2023. And so we were there, and I had never even really thought about skeletal articulation at all. Like, had you ever seen it before then?
I think so.
Okay. I like really hadn't been exposed to it.
But maybe more like museums?
Yes, totally. But I had never really been super exposed to skeletal articulation as like an art form or like a memorialization or anything. And so I had seen the skeletal artist at Animal Con, and immediately I was like, that is what I want to do with Barney. Like that is that is how I want to keep him in my life, keep him in my home, like, and really just cherish him after death. And so that was something that it just instantly it hit me. And I was like, that is the perfect way to do it. However, I did have like several other options in mind when I was going about that. And so we can get into those too, because there's all different kinds ways that you can memorialize your pet. But for me, what I really loved about the skeletal articulation, and specifically a chameleon skeleton, I feel like is so beautiful and delicate and unique. And so to me, that was something that I just knew that it would still feel like him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was a really, really big part of it for me.
Yeah. Skeletal articulation, if you're not familiar, is basically when the skeleton, the bones, right? So typically they'll use flesh-eating beetles, right, to remove the flesh like very, very cleanly from the bones, and then the bones can be displayed in whatever position or shape that you want, typically in a way that kind of like honors the life of the animal. So like Barney is on a branch. I see snakes that are kind of in like a squiggle-esque shape, right? And it's just this beautiful display of the bones.
Yes.
So there's no flesh, there's no skin, there's no eyeballs or anything like that. It's simply the skeleton being displayed. And sometimes it can be just a skeleton framed, or the way that you did it with Barney is it's like really this. How would you do, like kind of like a it's a beautiful masterpiece. But
beautiful, and I really wanted to hold him and show him to you guys on YouTube today, but I obviously in our costume I didn't want to risk anything with him.
Very fragile.
we can't really move around a whole lot, but it takes an immense amount of talent to work with bones, because basically what they have to do after the flesh-eating beetles kind of eat away at everything else, the bones that are left are not together. So it is up to the skeletal artist to literally piece together every single teeny tiny delicate little bone. And so it is truly, like, when I say it's an art form, I cannot even express to you guys how much of an art form it is, because they have to do it and position each bone in a way that truly represents what the animal looked like when it was alive. And so the way they do that is just so intricate. And so it's such an interesting art form. I can't get enough of it. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, while you're talking, what popped in my head was the word scenery. Because I feel like Barney's is a scenery, because there's like branches and has little flowers. It's just a really, really beautiful
and something that
thing.
Was very special about that too, that our artist did. He specifically asked me for pictures of Barney, and my favorite photos of him, of like any positions that he used to do a lot, like, chameleons do the karate chop arm and different things.
Tail curl.
Yeah, tail curl, things like that. So he kind of asked me how I wanted Barney to be positioned, but he also asked me, he was like, if he has a favorite branch, if he has a favorite place that he used to sit all the time, you can send that to them.
I love that.
Isn't that so special?
Yes, that's extra sentimental.
I know. And so I didn't do one of those just because Barney didn't have any specific, I mean, he had spots that he sat in, but
Neptune had a branch.
Yes.
So like, yeah.
Exactly. And so you can do that, and you can include anything special that you want on it. Truly, you can make it customizable to your pet, your relationship with them, and how that, has transpired. Like anything that is memorable to you that you want to include in it, you can. And so Barney's was I basically had 2 really pretty pieces of wood. And then he even added these beautiful, delicate little pink flowers all over it. And he truly created like a scene, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
Scenic was the right word.
Scenery. Yeah.
That was the scenery, scenic. That really was the right word, because it truly was like set up in a way that it looked like he was alive. Like,
yes,
it's
stunning.
Yes.
With any of these processes, we're going to talk about, you do have to think too of the preparation that goes into it. So like decide ahead of time, do your research ahead of time of what process you want to go through, because there may need to be a level of preservation for the animal in order to, it's like you end up having to ship Barney, right, to this artist, which is not uncommon to have to do that. But like refrigerating or freezing or whatever the artist is recommending as like the best way to preserve them, so that you're able to keep them
in their best condition.
Yes, that's possible. That's a good way to put it. Yes,
we're trying to say all of this very nicely in a way that isn't weird.
It's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be weird. So not only are we in weird outfits today, we are also, it's just a little bit of an odd topic, but it's Halloween. We're talking bones, we're talking spooky stuff. So for me, skeletal articulation was the best way to do it. And like, I truly can't express like how much closure it brought me to have him at home and to truly like see him in that way.
Yeah.
And in my video, I kind of talked about it, but like his toenails were still there. And that was like very special to me, but I've obviously never seen his bones before. So
you can still see Barney though. Like
exactly.
if you knew Barney while he was alive with his flesh, that sounds weird if we're rolling with it. But then like you can kind of see it based off of your own memories. Like you can still honor the way that he looked versus what we can transition to are like wet specimen. For example, a wet specimen, while similar to what they would look like alive, does have a very different look and feel and vibe to it because of how the animal is preserved. Like they're rigid the same way skeletons are, but I feel like with the skeletal articulation, because you can manipulate the position and the movement, then you can make it look more natural versus a wet specimen, for example, they're just kind of like stuck in whatever position they passed away in.
Yes, exactly. And so wet specimens, there's several different kinds of wet specimens, right? And I feel like wet specimens specifically are very, very spooky.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but what I think of when I think of wet specimens is the very first season of American Horror Story, which is arguably the best season. And that specifically, there's all these, they kind of go down into this creepy basement and there's all these wet specimens left there from like the 50s.
Oh.
And it's so eerie and so cool and spooky and funky, and I love it. And so wet specimens, and when we go to the oddities expos, we see the wet specimens. And so like you said, the wet specimens, while they are very, very special, and I know a lot of people will use that as their pet memorial, and I think that's a great option for anybody who wants to do it, it kind of depends on whether or not you're okay with seeing your pet truly, truly passed away at all times.
Yeah.
And
so they look deceased. And we've talked about this in our episode about like pet loss in reptiles in general. A deceased reptile is kind of creepy looking. Yeah. Like their eyes can get very sunken, their colors.
They lose all their colors. They lose the total discoloration, and chameleons in particular, when they lose their colors, it's like, it's very splotchy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, it's just very, very, very clear that they're gone.
And that's how it's preserved in the wet specimen, which can be something you're totally okay with, or actually maybe a style and look and feel that you prefer. But just being mindful that that's going to have a very different feeling to it versus some of the other different options. But that's the beauty of it. Like, maybe one species you want to preserve them this way, and another species you want to preserve them or honor them in a different way. Like,
I would argue that wet specimens of snakes are far better than the wet specimens of lizards, in my opinion. I don't think that they lose as much color as the lizards do. And so it really just depends on different species and like what you're comfortable with and what you like and what you think honors your pet in the best way. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you looking for a new enclosure for one of your reptile babies? Be sure to check out Cages with a K. Each enclosure is made to order by their team in Minnesota, which means they can even do custom builds.
The enclosures are made from high-quality PVC with tempered glass doors allowing for superior heat and humidity retention. They offer screen tops, side vents, and belly heat customization options to ensure the ideal setup for any environment.
So whatever dream home you want built, Cages has you covered. Use code WILDTYPE50 to get $50 off any order over $300 at reptilecages.com. Okay, Neptune, what are your top 2 feeder bugs for all your critters?
Dubious for protein and black soldier fly larvae for lots of calcium.
Simpton offers a wide variety of insects like silkworms, dubia roaches, waxworms, and our favorites, black soldier fly larvae.
I've also heard the entomologists at Simpton have customized the diet of their black soldier fly larvae to maximize their calcium content, so there's no need to dust them with calcium.
So if you're interested in trying them out, use code THEWILDTYPE at SimptonBSF.com for 15% off your order.
We're so excited to introduce the Reptile Girlies to our favorite reptile-friendly coffee and tea brand, Cold Blooded Caffeine. Our favorite thing about them is that they donate 5% of all their proceeds to wildlife conservation to ensure reptiles and amphibians have a place to call home in the wild, as well as in our homes.
And if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with herbal teas. So for any of our fellow tea lovers, they source some of the highest quality loose leaf teas in the world.
Cold Blooded Caffeine offers a wide variety of coffee like their Rainforest Blend, single origin options, and collaborations with some of the biggest names in the reptile world.
For 25% off your first order, use code WILDTYPE at coldbloodedcaffeine.com.
Yeah.
So, but there is a wet specimen option that I very seriously thought about for Barney, and it's not, and it does get away with, or do away with all of those color issues, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this is called diaphanization. I could totally be saying that wrong. So if you're a scientist and I'm saying it wrong, please let me know in the comments. But diaphanization is this crazy cool chemical process. And basically what they do is they use different chemicals, different dyes, different things, and they submerge the specimen in these chemicals. And so it basically makes all of the flesh and the skin and things like that completely translucent, completely clear.
Yep.
But then they dye the bones like a red and a blue purple color. And so it is fascinating because it's very similar to skeletal articulation because you can see all the bones that have been dyed purple and blue and red. And so it looks incredibly cool. And it you can tell that they're obviously gone, but because it has the look of just the bones, it's not as jarring as like a typical wet specimen maybe.
And
right?
you're not comparing them directly to what they look like when they were alive. Like,
exactly.
You have the memory of them alive, and then you have the memory of how they are being preserved.
Yeah.
And it's far enough away and a big enough difference that I feel like it's not, like for my brain at least, it doesn't, like it separates them in two different memories.
Yes.
Versus the wet specimen, I'm comparing it to what they looked like when they were alive, and my brain's going, that's not quite right.
Yeah.
Like something's off.
It's like it's like the uncanny valley vibe, right? Like the very, it's just something's off. It's like when people look at Voldemort, my legless lizard, and they're like, something's off here.
Something's
different. Not right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would say those are the most popular, more involved ways to. Oh, you're gonna say something else.
I was just gonna say a couple of things that I think with diaphanization that are important to know. So one of the main reasons I chose not to go that route, because that was originally the route that I thought that I would want to go with Barney's Memorial. But the main reason that I didn't is because the larger the specimen is, the animal is, the more expensive it is. And it is a very, very expensive process. So I want to say that if I had gone that route with Barney, it was going to be at least like $800 to $1,000 or something. And with the skeletal articulation, it was a little bit cheaper. And on top of that, the number one thing outside of the cost of it is that the larger the animal, the more difficult it is that it might not go right.
Oh,
and
okay, good to know.
That was a big one for me because I was like, okay, this isn't just, a feeder rodent. This isn't just, an animal that isn't mine or that I like, a wild animal or something. Like, this is like my baby. This is my pet. And I don't want...
You don't want anything to go wrong, right?
Yes. Yeah. If there's anything that could go wrong, I want to prevent it. And so the smaller the animal is, the better for diaphanization. So that might be a better option for some of your smaller animals
Such a good call out.
When it comes to price, but it also comes to it going correctly.
Yep.
So I just wanted to make sure we called that out. But I agree. The diaphanization and skeletal articulation seems to be kind of like the two most popular options of like unusual, different memorials. Non-traditional. That's the word.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And one that comes to mind is taxidermy.
Yeah.
Which, oddly enough, like reptiles I don't think I've ever seen a reptile be taxidermied. Have you?
I have one in my home. Actually, not a reptile, but an amphibian.
Oh.
I have a cane toad, a taxidermied cane toad. So you can do them. I've seen alligators.
Okay.
I have seen little crocodilians. It's not
nearly as popular as like...
No, it's not.
Mammals, and maybe I'm unfamiliar with like the exact process of taxidermy, but I wonder like if the fur and skin of a mammal is like easier to taxidermy than like reptile skin. I can't imagine that's like easy to separate and then
put back together.
Yeah,
Yeah. It also, I think part of what it is too is what we talked about earlier of the fact that like when reptiles pass, it's the fur kind of covers things up, if that makes sense. So I think with reptiles, like oftentimes reptile taxidermy probably just doesn't look as appealing,
Yeah, who knows?
So I don't know, but I have
it's
seen.
It's not very common though.
No, I've really only seen amphibians and crocodilians. I would say I think I've seen a savanna monitor taxidermy as well. But I think it's just kind of some of those that have kind of like the thicker scales, like the more armored scales.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Because I think those are a little bit easier to taxidermy.
Versus like gecko or other lizards, even snake might be hard to do in like kind of one piece. I don't know.
No, I totally think so.
Yeah. So. Another option could be cremation.
Yes.
Right?
Very important. I mean, and I think a lot of people do this, especially with cats and dogs. A lot of people will have their cats and dogs cremated, and you can definitely do the same thing with your reptiles. That is such an option.
Yeah, and sorry if this is a touchy subject, but hopefully you've stopped listening by now if this was going to get, like, too weird for you. But if you euthanize your reptile, they give you the option to cremate them.
Yes.
Because they talk through the different ways to kind of, like, I don't want to say the word dispose.
That's not the right word. But
how you want to handle their body,
their remains.
Maybe remains.
Yeah.
And so they give you the option for cremation, and either you can cremate them and you can keep the ashes, or you can cremate them and then they'll spread the ashes for you, or they can just give you back their body, as is.
Well, and what you can do in that scenario is a good old-fashioned burial.
Yep.
That's always an option. My family has always done that with our pets, and it's actually something that's very, very special because when I go home, I know that they're there, and that obviously you have to own property for that, but I do think that that's obviously an amazing option for those who, own their home or own their land.
Yes, I did bury some of the baby chameleons that didn't make it either through the hatching process or, at early in their life stage. And I do have this rose bush in my front yard, so I just buried them
under there
by the rose bush.
Oh my gosh, stop. That's actually so sweet. I didn't realize you did it in the rose bush.
Yeah, because I'm like, that feels like a good spot, and it's going to be undisturbed, right?
Yes.
Like, that's not going to be messed with. Please be mindful of wildlife if you are burying anything, because they may dig them up. So I don't think anyone's digging for a baby chameleon that's the size of your pinky, but
Yeah, right. But still.
But yeah, so cremation, burial, those could all be options.
The other one that I had, because let's be honest, like it might not be for everybody to keep any part of the remains of your pet. Like, that might be something that you have no interest in, right? Just like how I had interest in skeletal articulation and diaphanization. Somebody might have no interest in that and might just want to, not have that reminder in a way, but have a reminder that isn't their physical remains, if that makes sense.
That's me.
So, yes, exactly. So a really great option that you did. Do you want to talk about your...
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I've lost Apollo and Neptune. The babies were so small, right? And
Tiny.
I had those. I did euthanize both Apollo and Neptune. So I did have to, like, have the conversation with the vet of what I wanted to do with the remains. I personally chose to cremate them and then have the vet kind of, they have a spot that kind of, like, put all the animals, and that felt good with me, so they weren't alone, as weird as that kind of sounds.
No, I think that's actually very sentimental.
But they did offer to do a paw print, and so they get some clay, they can do a nice press of their foot, they can even do the tail. I opted to not do the tail because to me because they were to the point where I euthanized them, like they were not at their best.
Yeah.
So their tails were bony, they were just underweight, right? Because they were going through it. And so to me, I wanted to preserve them in like the best memory of them as I could. So I was like, the paw prints are good for me. I was able to put their names. You bake the clay for a few minutes in the oven, and then I put those in a shadow box and frame them, and they're now in my reptile room. And that to me, along with like a very large, high quality picture.
Beautiful. You have the most beautiful prints of all of them.
And they're on like wood panels. They're like quite large, very high resolution, like very nice quality. And like those I will happily move from home to home and like display those, whether it's in a reptile room. They're currently in like one of my living rooms. And to me, that's my personal preference for honoring them.
No, I love it.
And that's what felt good for me, so that was the decision I made.
Yeah, and I do have that for Barney too. Our vets very much, they just I didn't even ask for that, and they gave me that of him, and they did do his tail, which is definitely a little skinny and a little bony, but I'm just grateful that I have it, and I think that that's something that almost any vet does.
Yes.
And so you may have to ask for it. Sometimes they'll offer it. Sometimes they won't offer it and they'll just give it to you. I mean, it really is just something very special that I think a lot of vet clinics do anytime you have to go through euthanasia.
And if you're looking at pricing, because this is a consideration, right?
Of course,
if you're euthanizing, you're already paying a few $100s to go through that process. The clay, for at least the 2 times I went through it, was complimentary. Like, they didn't charge me for that.
Me too.
If I wanted to cremate them or any of that, then I would have had to pay extra for that. So that's something just to be mindful of, that like maybe while you're budgeting, that like if that's something you want to do for your pets, that you take that into consideration, because it's not like a free option, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not. But for me, I want to say the cost of my skeletal articulation, just to give you guys like a ballpark number for something like that. I didn't mention this earlier, but it was about $250 and then another couple $100 to ship him overnight. So I think all in all, it was around $500, which I know is expensive, and it's definitely not something I would do for every single one of my pets, because it was pricey, but it was just very, very, very special and needed for me, for Barney.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And this may just be something that would be worth thinking about ahead of time, because Apollo was unexpected.
Yeah.
Neptune, I kind of saw coming. But, like, the emotional state of having to make those decisions while you're in it, you
don't want to have to make that decision at that time.
No, and you're always welcome to change your mind. But, like, if you think there's a chance that skeletal articulation is something you want to go through, then, like, look into it, right?
Yeah.
See, again.
Find an artist you think is talented, you think is great. Look into it beforehand. And I was so lucky, because I met my artist literally 3 months before Barney passed.
Right.
I was so lucky, and I was already thinking about that, but it snuck up on me, and that unfortunately those moments do sneak up on you. So it's hard to think about it when they're still with you, because you don't want to think negatively like that. But the reality is, it is so much better to be prepared for it.
Especially for the ones that do require that you, like, preserve them immediately.
Yes.
In order to kind of, like, have a successful experience with however you're going to, preserve and honor them. So, well, there you guys have it. I know.
Very serious topic, but
in our dino costumes.
Yes.
But let us know if you have any experience with any of these, or if there's a way that you've kind of found to, like, honor your animals, or if this is something you've already thought about and you already have a plan in place. Let us know.
Yeah, definitely let us know, because I personally find the way that you honor and memorialize your pets to be such a, like, fascinating, personal, and very, very, very sentimental thing. So I would always love to hear any new or different ways that people memorialize their pets. I think it's just so special and so unique to the person, the animal, and the relationship you have with them.
Oh, that was so well said.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Okay, can we move into something more fun now, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, we're going to do Smash or Pass, one of our favorite segments.
Woo!
But in the spirit of Halloween, last year we did Halloween like activities.
Yeah.
This year we're gonna do Halloween movies because
Woo, woo.
that's definitely a way to celebrate. Get all cozy with your blanket, with your snacks of choice,
I freaking love Halloween movies.
and then you can bundle up for a Halloween movie. I
Yes.
feel like Halloween movies don't get the love that they need because they're over.
Oh, they do in this household.
Because Christmas movies, that's what everyone wants to talk about, but
No.
Halloween movies, I feel like have a spot too.
Oh, absolutely. So I just want to throw this out there. Okay, do you have a Halloween movie that you watch every single year?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
Where's my paper? Trying to find it.
You've got it.
Haha.
You've got it. We literally can barely see anything in these, you guys.
No, I'm pretty blind.
Also, my nose is itching so bad, and I can't scratch it.
I've got my that's upside down.
I know, and then I have to lift my phone up here so that I can
Sorry
see
for
what I
any
wrote.
crinkling. I'm trying to just one-handed.
This is so inefficient, y'all.
These
Okay.
are not meant for mobility.
Okay, are we gonna go back and forth on our Smash and Pass?
Yeah, do it.
All right. My very, very first one. This is a classic, the original Scream movie.
I haven't even seen that.
Oh,
Pass.
obviously hard smash over here. Seriously?
I know the Scream mask.
But the original?
No, I haven't seen any of them.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't even tell you the
dude.
premise. I only know what the mask looks like.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, so the OG has like Courtney Cox, Matthew Dillard, Rose McGowan, Drew Barrymore. Like
that's a strong lineup.
It is a star-studded cast.
I only-
Skeet Ulrich, love him. Like it is a star-studded cast, and it's such a classic for a reason. I mean,
Is it scary, though?
No. Actually, no, because she doesn't do scary movies, y'all. But
Okay,
no,
maybe I'll watch it this
it's
year.
literally not scary because the whole premise is that it's like essentially supposed to be like scary, but it's a whole comedy. But like
Okay.
it's very much like a 2000s comedy kind of vibe.
Okay, I do love Courtney Cox
You-
and Drew Barrymore.
You would love it. You have to see. Okay, we have to watch it together now. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh.
We have to watch it. We have
We
to
don't
have a movie
ever
night.
we don't get to hang out very often.
Yeah, outside of the pod.
podcasting. So this would be wonderful. I
This
love
would be
that.
very fun. We should totally
Okay, I'm
do
gonna throw mine out there. Nightmare Before Christmas.
that.
Smash or pass?
I am a pass.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay. Like I love the spooky vibes of it, but it's not one that I.
Halloween. This
Yes.
is
Okay.
Halloween.
It has iconic sounds.
Boogeyman. I'm the boogeyman. Come on, that soundtrack slaps.
Okay, fine. Smash. You're correct.
And you can watch it for 2 holidays.
That's fair.
And a little ghosty dog.
The ghost dog
Sally.
is sick.
I
Okay.
mean, come on.
Okay, I take it back. Maybe I just haven't watched it in a while. Maybe that's what's
Are we
going
doing
on.
a 2-movie
we
marathon?
might need a double feature. We might need a spooky double.
We're gonna
feature.
have a 7-movie feature by the time we're done with
I
this
know,
list. So.
for real.
Do you sell reptiles? Be sure to check out the Palm Street app, a place where you can have your very own live auctions to help find your reptiles amazing homes in a community full of thousands of reptile lovers. To apply to be a seller, go to page.palmstreet.app/reptile.
They prioritize ethical breeding and trading practices, ensuring all reptiles on their platform come from responsible sources. Once approved, Palm Street's reptile team will guide you through every step, from setting up your reptile shop to going live for the first time. You'll get hands-on support to sell confidently, safely, and responsibly. By now, you've heard us talk all about Scratches, the social app that helps exotic pet owners like us find their people.
You can add photos of you and all your scaly babies, set your filter to reptiles, and start scrolling through your local pet parents who get it. Think of Scratches as your way of avoiding the ever-looming "so do you have any pets?" question. Whether you're looking for friendship, romance, or someone who can pet sit your critters, your community is just a new match away.
Download Scratches today and start connecting with reptile keepers in your area. Available on iOS and Android.
'Tis the season for reptile expos. Our partners, Pangea Reptile, have some upcoming shows for the month of October.
NARBC Tinley is their biggest one. I cannot even express to you guys how cool it is. They set up the whole area. It's literally like a little storefront. That is going to be on October 11th and 12th. And then they also have the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo in Castle Rock, Colorado. That's going to be the weekend of 10/24. Also have one coming up in Scottsdale, Arizona, the weekend of 10/31.
Okay, what do you have?
So my next one is my personal favorite that is obviously already a smash, Practical Magic.
I don't know what that is. See? 3 movie minutes.
I am so upset.
I don't even know what that is.
I keep wanting to say your real name out loud because I'm so mad at you. I cannot believe you have not. This is like the movie that like literally like is half my personality.
I feel like I'm just uneducated on Halloween movies then.
Yes. And okay. So I will say, while this is definitely a Halloween-y movie, it is, it's more of like a fall autumn
Okay.
vibe, right? So Practical Magic is Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, who play sisters.
Strong lineup as well.
Yes, it's a classic, and it is literally half my personality. Like if you watch this, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, I will also watch this.
They're witch sisters.
Okay, Coraline. Smash or pass?
Coraline's actually kind of spooky, like truly
Pass.
spooky. I'm also
Button
a
eyeballs?
pass.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm also a pass. It's a little too weird and
I
creepy
think I've
for
seen
me.
it twice, and I think I'm good.
Yeah, I've only seen it one time actually.
Once is plenty.
Yeah, so I'm a pass too. Oh,
It's
sad.
It's a kind of a little intense for. I mean, it's Tim Burton, so like.
I mean, anything Tim Burton has a vibe. Has just a creepy vibe.
Trying
so
to
I get
read
it.
my notes through this.
Okay, so my next one, I also have to read my notes. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to read. Okay, Beetlejuice.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen any of my movies.
I know.
I want to say your real name so bad because I want to yell at you.
I know.
How have you not? But okay,
I know
it
the
is-
stripes. I know you say Beetlejuice 3 times. Like I know the
Yes.
pop culture
Yes.
pieces. I've never, and I know there's 2 of them,
Yes.
but I have not seen either.
It's also iconic because it's Christina Ricci in it as well. So
Just give me a list, and I'll make my way through these and report back.
Actually, hold on. Am I thinking it's not Christina Ricci? Who is it?
I can't even tell you if you're right or wrong.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm forgetting this right now. What's her name?
You have her phone. Look it up.
Yes, let me look it up. I forget that I have my phone because I feel like I can't see it. Please hold, but give me yours your next one.
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, hard smash.
Smash.
My sorority watched that every single October without fail. It was a sisterhood event, and we would get together and watch Hocus Pocus. It was fabulous. Okay, hold on. Beetlejuice. Guys, I literally can't type with this. This is insane. Why am I'm going to be so mad at myself. I can already
One of
tell.
these, I had Beetlejuice on my list. Though.
Winona Ryder. I got Winona Ryder and Christina Ricci mixed up. I am ashamed. I am ashamed
You lost
at
1
myself. Wow, that is so upsetting. I can't believe I did that to myself. Anyway, so am I next? Or
Yep.
You? Okay, I am next. My next one is the 1991 Addams Family with Christina Ricci, and I am not
Smash.
wrong about that one. Hard smash.
Smash.
That's an absolute classic. And
I love Addams Family.
thank God you've seen
Na,
that
na,
one.
na.
Na,
Na, na, na.
dun, dun,
Na, na, na.
dun,
Na, na, na.
na, 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 na,
You know,
na.
in middle school, I learned a song about atoms, ATOMS.
Oh, yeah.
To the tune of the Addams
No,
Family.
I did too.
They're teeny and
Yes.
they're tiny, but
Yes.
smaller than a beanie. They never can be seeny.
I did
Yeah,
not
it's
remember
family.
it, but I definitely learned that too.
You know
okay, at
the-
least that's a universally taught.
Yes.
Sounds like, or it was.
We did
in
grow
the
up in
90s.
different areas, so.
We did. We
Okay,
did.
Corpse's Bride.
Oh, Smash! I forgot about that
Yes.
one. Oh, I love Corpse Bride.
Also Tim Burton.
Also Tim Burton. Tim Burton is the king of Halloween. Let's be real. I mean, that is.
Okay, I have
just-
2 more.
Okay, those were all of mine because you took Hocus Pocus. So I had Hocus Pocus, but that was it.
Okay, you're gonna laugh at me for this one, but I'm putting it in with Halloween movies.
What?
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, dude. I've never even seen it.
That's cute though.
It's
got
definitely Selena
Adam
Gomez,
Adam
right?
Sandler and Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them now, and I feel like all 3 are pretty good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I count that as a Halloween movie because
No,
they're
that's
like
totally Halloween spooky vibes.
vampire zombies,
Yeah,
like, but it's
yeah.
very cartoony, very much up my alley.
It's so right up your alley.
Okay, last one, Halloween Town.
who wouldn't smash Halloween
There's so
Town?
many of those too.
There's so many. Although there's that weird one with Sarah Paxton there at the end where they just replaced Marnie as if we wouldn't notice. That was insane.
I think the first one's my favorite.
Oh,
all
without a
Halloween
doubt.
Towns.
Absolutely. It's just got the most magic to it, I think.
It's good.
Yeah.
Let us know though in the comments your favorite Halloween
Yes.
movie, or if you want to play along, type it out. Make
Yeah.
a list. Smash
There's-
or pass the ones we said.
There's also so many that we didn't even touch on. Like, I didn't even get that crazy with it. Like,
Yeah,
there
if you
are
don't really
so
have any
many.
scary movies in there
I
that
know.
would like count.
Yes.
I feel like any scary movie counts as a Halloween movie.
Oh, 100%. I mean, every horror movie ever.
What do you
counts as
think
a
is the
Halloween movie.
scariest movie you've ever seen?
Oh, I know this without a shadow of a doubt. As Above, So Below.
Well, I obviously haven't seen it.
No,
So.
you would not be okay. I was not okay after seeing that movie. It freaked me out. It's about the Paris catacombs.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it was awful. It was a great movie, but it was horrifying.
I think the two I've seen, one for sure was Poltergeist. That was my first
I love
scary movie.
Poltergeist.
I was like prime sleepover age.
Yes,
Like that 11
yes.
to 14-year-old,
Yep.
right? And everyone convinces everyone to watch it.
Mhm.
And yeah, no.
You were scarred, weren't you?
Yep.
I knew it.
Can't do it. And then I also think the other one I saw was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I've actually never seen that one.
I have this one scene in my head that like is on repeat.
Burned into your brain.
Yes, unfortunately. And so I think that was the name of the movie, but I'm not going to go back and watch it again to find out. So.
No, we're good.
So yeah,
We're
those
good.
are like the two scary movies that pop up. But yeah, I don't mess with scary movies.
I've definitely seen a lot. Hereditary is super freaky. Logan made me watch that, and that freaked me out too. That one's crazy.
Oh, what's the one that's like
The Conjuring?
yes.
Yeah,
So-
I knew that's what you were thinking.
How did you even get there?
I don't know.
There was within the last 5 years, a new one had come
Yes.
out, and one of my guy friends was like, "Oh yeah, well like, want to watch this movie?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." And
Yeah.
then like, I was like, "I will take the FOMO over watching The Conjuring." They started the movie while I hadn't left yet, and I only saw maybe the first 5 minutes, and they're like possessed on the table, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, "Absolutely not."
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
There's 0% chance I'm staying to watch this. You guys have fun. I will feel left out, and I'm good with that.
Enjoy your night. Have a great time. I'm leaving.
No. Oh, okay. I didn't tell you this. I found out my boyfriend has a tradition where him and his dad go to a haunted house every year.
Oh my god, I love that tradition.
And he's like, "You can totally come." And I'm like, "No."
So when
No.
I was in high school, so this is one of my favorite like little stories, but you know all my guy friends from high school?
Yes.
I've got a group of like 4 dudes who are like my brothers from high school, and they actually, the first time I met all of them like together, I knew some of them from high school, but it was at a haunted house that I went to with my ex-boyfriend who was
Oh.
their friend. And then when we broke up, they liked me better. So
They got you in the divorce.
yeah, exactly.
Too funny.
But all of us all hung out for the first time all together at a haunted house.
Yeah, I'm more of a like corn maze.
Yeah.
Pumpkin carving kind of girl.
Pumpkin patch vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so I was like, what are we gonna do for this episode? Those two we had planned, and then I was like, we need like a third.
We needed like a third to round
something.
us out.
And I was
Yeah.
like, well, we're gonna be wearing dino costumes. So what if we just like shared just a couple like dinosaur facts that we thought were cool? And that's what we landed on.
But we came up with a really cute little catchy name for it called Dinosaur Did You Knows? Or
Dino Did You Know?
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
You're like, we need something clever, and I just spit out. And I
She
was
said
like,
it so fast. I was like, how did you come up with that out of nowhere?
I was like, dinosaur fun facts, dino, did you know?
It popped out so quick.
Okay, do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I'm happy to start. I just have to be able to see my phone through this tiny little
I know.
screen. Oh, okay. So if you ever heard of the Titanosaurus,
No.
it is literally like the biggest dinosaur that ever existed.
Oh, I'm sure I've seen it.
Absolutely
Is
gigantic.
it like a herbivore,
Yeah.
long neck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Titanosaurus, its bones were when they were first found, their bones are so big that scientists thought that they were fossilized tree trunks. Yeah.
That's big.
Isn't that crazy? Like, imagine, like, its leg bone, right?
Like, part of me wants to have lived in the time of dinosaurs, and the other part of me is
No.
like, I'm good.
No. The only dinosaur that I want to be seeing is the tuatara.
That's
So,
good enough. They're
yeah.
little.
That's
good with me.
That's good for me. Good for
Okay.
me.
The pronunciation of all these is going to be hard.
I
Okay.
know.
In 1842, the English naturalist Sir Richard Owen coined the term dinosauria, derived from the Greek, oh, hold on, it's a little blurry, Deinos, meaning fearfully great, and saurus, meaning lizard.
Oh, I love that.
Fun fact.
You should have gone first. That's a great fun fact.
Dino, did you know?
Dino, did you know? I did not know. Okay, so this next one. So the Ankylosaurus. Do you know which one that is? Do you have that picture in your head?
No.
So the Ankylosaurus is the one that has the really big, like, club-like
Yes.
spiked tail.
Thank you. I know what
right?
you're talking about.
Like
I don't
the
know
cl-
any of these names, but I know what you're talking about.
It has a clubbed tail, and what this clubbed tail, the damage that this tail could do, it could break bones, including a T-Rex's legs.
Oh, snap.
Isn't that crazy? Literally. We got jokes today.
It's a vibe. We're slightly delirious, so
Just-
this is what you get.
Just a little.
Okay. Oh, this is good timing then. Well, sure. Okay, I'll go with one that matches with what you just said.
Oh, okay.
It's a little long though. Let's see. T-Rex had one of the strongest bite forces of any animal ever, up to 12,800 pounds of pressure. That's strong enough to crush a car door or bite through solid bone. And we know
Dang.
they did because because fossil bones with T-Rex tooth marks have been found showing puncture and pull damage. It was recycling calcium by eating bones the same way hyenas do today.
Wow.
Dino, did you know?
I did not know. That is freaking cool.
Yep.
Dang, I love that one. Okay, so this one I called dibs on this dinosaur species because it is
You
my
did.
favorite dinosaur species, and it is the Mosasaurus, which is the aquatic one. You can see it in Jurassic World. You know, they do kind of like the whale shows with it. It's this whole thing. So the Mosasaurus wasn't technically a dinosaur, which confuses me a little, but that's okay. The reason it's not called a dinosaur is, I guess, dinosaurs refer to like land-dwelling prehistoric reptiles, versus this was literally an aquatic reptile, and it is most closely related to snakes and lizards, specifically snakes though, because it can eat its prey whole, just like a snake.
Sick.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, wait, we just recently talked about those sea snakes. So
Yes.
that's like what's coming into my
Yes,
head.
Totally. But they do kind of have, Mosasaurus do have like little, almost like whale fins kind of. So they did have like legs, but they were obviously like
Yeah.
aquatic
Yeah,
appendages.
yeah. Not like a snake. Yeah.
But it had like the ability, just like snakes do, to eat its prey whole. So I thought that was cool.
Okay, last but not least, to round us out. Okay, if you guys didn't know, my vision is blurred because they have like
Yes.
mesh on top of this.
Yes.
So I really can't.
Do you want me
see
to?
anything.
Do you want me to read it?
Only because this is like not in English. So fossils of Majungasaurus in Madagascar show bite marks on bones that perfectly match their own teeth. Cannibal dinos were real.
Ooh, that's super spooky.
Dino, did you know?
I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I probably mentally like assumed that, but having actual evidence and proof of that is wild.
Right?
That's freaking cool.
I wanted one that was like a little spooky for Halloween.
I love that vibe. I mean, cannibal stuff is always spooky.
Yes.
Always spooky.
So there you guys have it. Those are our
Yeah.
Dino Did You Knows. But if you have a fun Dino fact, let us know.
Yeah, in the
We're
comments.
always eager to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a wrap then?
That is a
Are we all
wrap.
good?
We hope that we didn't annoy you guys too much with our inflatables, but I think it's pretty freaking fun.
Also, we're wearing our headphones.
Yeah, underneath
In here.
us. Yeah, exactly.
Also, you don't know what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing a Peeps shirt because I wanted to.
And I am wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt.
Perfect. Perfectly fitting. I do have my pumpkin shirt. I think I wore it last year that I really wanted to wear, but
Yeah.
I knew no one was going to see it. So
Oh, I know. Literally, when she opened the door to my house today, I literally looked at her and I was like, what I'm wearing doesn't matter
no.
at all.
Can't even see my hair.
Can't even see
Nothing.
our faces this time around.
Maybe you can though. These are see-through. I don't know what that. Or maybe the ring light's reflecting on it. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. But please, please, please check out our socials: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, so you can see our funny dancing dino videos that we did because I think they're hilarious.
They are hilarious.
So that'll wrap us up, guys. Happy Hollow Week. Let us know what you do. Like, we're so nosy. We want to know your Halloween costumes. We want to know what movies you're watching.
We want to know the best party you go to, what your kids' costumes are. I want to know the whole thing. What's the family fit? I want
Yes.
to hear it all.
Let us know and stay tuned for a couple weeks before you get our Halloween party debrief.
Recap.
But you
Yay.
can check me out everywhere, Neptune the Chameleon.
And me everywhere at Lyssa's Lizards.
Follow the podcast at the Wild Type Podcast. Otherwise, that's a wrap. Should we try and wave a little
Yeah.
bit? Ready?
Bye, y'all.